We've been talking about this Laura Ingraham interview, and you're seeing a lot of what Donald Trump wants you to believe he thinks about Kamala Harris being the nominee. But we've noticed, thanks to some leaked video, that what Donald Trump and JD Vance say about Kamala Harris in private, very different than what they want you to think they think in public. Take a look at this contrast.
All of us were hit with a little bit of a political sucker punch. The bad news is that Kamala Harris does not have the same baggage as Joe Biden, because whatever we might say, Kamala Harris is a lot younger, and Kamala Harris is obviously not struggling in the same ways that Joe Biden did.
I think she's a worse candidate than him. She's far more radical left. She is younger. I mean, she's 60 years old. A lot of people, I didn't realize she was 60. I thought she was a little younger.
A storm is tearing up the digital media industry. Only our audience can save us in these difficult times. Help us reach our goal of 100,000 new members at tyt.com/team.
Yeah, I agree with Trump. She looks great for her age. I mean, just objectively, but especially for her, she looks amazing. We should all be so blessed as we age. 50% of the audience right now thinks that I am older than Kamala Harris. I guarantee it. But anyway, big gap between those. Leaked tape of JD Vance being like, "Oh my, sucker punch, like out of nowhere, no, Kamala Harris." And then Trump like, "Oh, she's gonna be terrible. She's the worst, super easy," as they're quaking in their boots secretly. But Maz, the thing about that I think is maybe most fascinating, it isn't that like there's a difference between their public and their, private performance or whatever. We sort of get that. It's that Vance like accurately reads that she's a tougher candidate. That's fine. But when he says it's a sucker punch, what are you guys doing? You have like hundreds of millions of dollars of consultants and all that. You have an entire campaign infrastructure. You've taken over the entire Republican Party. You didn't think this could happen? We spent like a month as a country debating Joe Biden stepping down. And while it was no guarantee that it would be Harris, she certainly was the most likely replacement. How are you this surprised by what happened? It implies that, like, and remember, Trump is the doddering old fool. Vance is supposed to be high IQ. He's the incisive genius. And he was sucker punched by this? Are they paying attention to the election literally at all?
John, it's kind of like, I think a lot of us assume that, like you said, like it's a movie and there's a room filled with really competent people that are the B team and they're getting ready for Kamala, maybe for Gavin, maybe for Gretchen Whitmer. They're ready, right? And the A team's out there going after Biden, but the B team's ready to go. We assume that that's happening, but we've realized that that's definitely not what's happening. There's just a lot of incompetence. We saw that with the pick. I mean, JD Vance is not a good pick. We saw that with what they're saying now about being sucker punched and not ready for it. And we see that with the way they're trying to attack her. It's amazing because a lot of the attacks obviously are racial and it's like, Hillary 2.0, she's a woman, she's, Barack 2.0. It's all, their attacks are so dated. Like they're still like he just goes, "Oh, she's even further left. She's from California. She's a socialist. She's it's border. The immigrants have been coming for like 20 years to get us. That's what they've been saying. Like they got no new hits. The communist left has been trying to take, get your taxes for all these years, and yet it just they do the whole thing of like they're gonna come after your guns. It's a whole Ted Cruz, like you can't get my guns, my steak, or my stove. Come on.
Yeah, you can't get my guns, my gas automobile, my steak, or this dead possum that I glued to my face a couple of years ago. You can't get any of those things from Ted Cruz.